Deal. You're close.
Yeah. All right. So growing up, I had a lot of babysitters because both my parents worked. So they started out when I was really young getting au pairs, which is like babysitters from somewhere else. So like foreign people watching you. And you would think that would be the weirdest babysitter stories, but not really. I mean, they were kind of generic, like cultural things. Like the Catholic one got knocked up. She was Irish Catholic, and my mom got into a fight with the au pair group because they wanted to deport her just because she was pregnant. And my mom was like, that's fucked up. No, don't do that. And then they wanted her to get an abortion, and they tried to like kind of railroad her into it. And my Catholic mother was like, I will rain down 7 layers of shit on you if you try and do that. So, you know, no, we're not having that. So that was one thing. And then the Turkish one wouldn't let us eat yogurt because yogurt in Turkey is more like mayonnaise. So she was like, personalized cups of yogurt, that's disgusting, so like, don't eat that. And we were like, we love fruit on the bottom, why can't we eat that? And she wouldn't let us have it, so it was like, we really didn't like her. But they were just like random cultural things, it wasn't a big deal. It didn't get really weird until we were like, I guess I was like 10 and my brother was 8. And my brother and I used to fight a lot, and we chased away like a whole bunch of like weird babysitters that my parents had found out of nowhere. Like they'd place ads and then these people would come and they'd find them. So, like, we had this one girl who was, like, college age, and she had mace because she was afraid that someone would mug her. So I sprayed the mace in the house, and part of it got in my brother's eye, and, like, she, like, grabbed us and ran us outside. She freaked out and never came back. And then there was this, like, weird girl from Coatesville that we thought that, like, we thought maybe, like, her boyfriend abused her or something, but, like, he gave her this crappy car to drive around in, and he drove a really nice car, and we thought that was kind of fucked up. Her car had a hole in the floor. We were like, that's weird, why are you driving that? And she drove to their, you know, house that was in kind of a bad neighborhood in Coatesville, and he gave her a little souvenir bat from the Phillies to defend herself. It was like that big. And this girl was not that big. Like, she's a really small girl, so we were like worried about her. So that was weird. There's another weird one. But the weirdest one was we had a Jamaican woman that came, and she had 2 kids, Kalesa and God, that's the way she talked. And we were like, this woman's, we thought it was the funniest thing in the entire world. And we used to torture this Jamaican woman, just horribly. We used to fight, and she would freak out when we'd fight. She'd be like, no, and she'd chase us with a broom. She was like out of a movie. Seriously, she was like really fat, and she wore like kind of house coats sometimes, and she would literally chase us with a broom when we would fight and wrestle on the floor. So we, you know, she like really got into her job. She was like, she came home, my parents came home one day, and she was cleaning the fireplace. We're like, why are you doing that? Like, all the way into the fireplace and, like, getting stuff out. And she was just bizarre, and we couldn't figure her out, really. So this one day, she brings her aunt over that's staying with her, and she's like, this is Pearl. And we were like, oh, Pearl, okay. That's your aunt. And she's like, at the end of the day, she's, like, gonna leave, but it's raining outside. So Pearl doesn't want to go out in the rain because she's afraid of the rain. So we're like, that's weird. So then we always wanted Curlin to leave because we were like, oh, we can't wait for her to leave. So we thought we would like try and chase her away. So we didn't know how to do that. So we found this rubber snake. And we're fighting and like being stupid. And Curlin's obviously annoyed and ready to go home. But she's like, you know, okay, I'm going to go clean the bathroom as my last thing of the day to get away from you guys. So we figure she's trying to be away from us and get alone. And we're like, screw that. We're going to mess with her. So we put a rubber snake in the bathroom by the sink, like down on the floor. And she goes in to start cleaning the bathroom, and we go upstairs. And my dad's like, is Curlin almost done downstairs? And we're like, yeah, she's almost done. And we're like laughing, we're like waiting for something to happen. We're like waiting for her to like shriek or something. Okay. She comes tearing out of the bathroom, like, oh my God, snakes everywhere! And we were like, what is her problem? We like way bigger reaction than we thought we were gonna get. She comes tearing up to the kitchen. She's got the snake in her hand, and she's like, oh my God, snake everywhere! And then she like runs outside into the rain, and then comes back in, and then she starts like panting. She's terrified. And so my dad sits her down, and he's like, what's the problem? It's rubber, it's fake, it's not real. And she's like, you don't understand. In Trinidad, snakes everywhere, snakes in the bed, snakes on the floor, snakes follow us everywhere. And we're like, oh my God. All she wanted to be was to be alone, and we ruined her entire day and scared the hell out of her. So she never came back after that. we felt really bad for Caroline after that. But that's my story.